Good morning, Tiger sports fans. This is John Cannon. It is time for our weekly football preview. I'm sitting here with head football coach Roger Adame. Coach, first off, let's talk about the Edcouch game. Statement made. I talked to Mark about it right now during the Player of the Week interview. Excitement, electric. It had a playoff field, packed house. But your kids went in there, weren't fazed by it, and took care of business. Was that the plan going in?
Yeah, the plan going into every game, we want to be 1-0. Whoever the next opponent is, that's how we want to go and approach it. And so we were excited about the opportunity. Anytime we can travel to a visitor's stadium, in this case, Edcouch, we knew the atmosphere was going to be awesome. Both sides were going to be packed. You're going to be able to hear yourself think. It's going to be a big game, games that you want to play in, games that you want to coach in. And so these kids were really excited about the opportunity to go out there and play. And we felt that if we played within ourselves, we played to our capabilities, not try to do other people's jobs, just do our job, and not get caught up in all the other extracurricular stuff, that we'd be having an opportunity to win this game.
Little Roger got back on the field. He looked like a little kid on Christmas Day. Yeah. He's been chomping at you to get out there and play. How good was it as a coach and as a dad to see him back in the field doing what he loves?
I told him before the game, I think I told some people before the game, it's really excited for him, as an individual and as a player and part of this team. He was really excited. He's worked very hard to get back on this field when a lot of people told him he wouldn't be able to. So seeing him out there, senior year in Edcouch-Elsa with his brothers and playing in one of these games, and just any game, just getting him on there was exciting. And we let him roll and told him, we're going to play until we think we don't need to, and he played almost the entire game. And so as a father, seeing him, being rewarded for his hard work and putting back out there, a little nerve-wracking, of course, for mom in the stands, but everything else, it was exciting overall. Him being back with his brothers was his main thing. Being on the field with the senior group that have played together for a long time now was really exciting for him and for everybody.
After the game, you made a statement, go Lopez. Saturday night Lopez played vets. There was a ton of implications in that game. Talk about that a little bit.
We're really hoping, as a coach and you don't really want to have to depend on other people. You want to take care of business yourself. Obviously, we're in a different situation where we were depending on other people to come through. In this case, Brownsville Lopez. They went out there and played Saturday night, played a good game. Unfortunately, they came up short, as a lot of teams have against veterans. And so right now, like you said, we look at it as a standpoint that we feel we secured a playoff spot at this point. So that was goal one. Goal two is to continue, playing for a district championship. We got 3 games left. We got to finish the season strong, and we're looking at Lopez now, because Lopez is a really good team coming in there, and it's going to be a challenge on Friday night. But that's where our focus is right now.
I got to mention this. It wouldn't be my job if I didn't. I know this game has been kind of circled on the schedule a little bit. And I know you always look at next man up. Last year, they kind of stole the district title, winning it, right, outright away from you guys. I talked to a couple of the kids, and you can tell that their focus is the same as yours, but you got to admit, this game has a little more fire to it, wouldn't you say, because of what happened last season?
Well, we're going to treat it like we treated every other game. We treat it like, we're getting ready for Lopez, and we try not to get caught up in all the other extracurricular stuff, because, that can lose our focus. Right now, we're focused on just the game plan, going in there, staying within ourselves, play our type of football. And I feel if the guys play their type of football, to their abilities and take care of each other, and everybody does what they need to do, we'll have a chance at, keeping it close here and hopefully winning in the fourth quarter.
One thing that I've noticed about Lopez, they possess a ton of speed.
Yeah.
They got a ton of speed on offense. So, I think they're I don't want to say they're similar to what you guys can do, but they got a great quarterback just like you do. They have a running, and they're big. They're big. So, do you see a lot of similarities here in a way, offensive-wise?
We see a lot of speed, like you said, team speed. They got, number 1 in Chavarria, he can go. They got a big receiver, number 5. They got their quarterback back, number 2. These guys are playmakers, and anytime you have a playmaker on the field, they have the ability to score at any point, and they've done that before. So We got to be ready for that. We're going to be preparing for it. Defensively, they're quick and fast, and they're very aggressive, and they have a lot of returners also back. And so we got to make sure that we are sound in our protection. We got to make in our play calling and all our reads. And so it's going to be a challenge Friday night. They're bringing a good team. They've been undefeated up until last week when they played a good veterans team. So it's a solid ball club. They've scored a lot of points throughout the year. We're going to come out there and we feel we prepared. But defensively, we challenge our boys every week, and we put in the time, and the boys usually rise to the occasion, and we'll challenge. Nothing's gonna be different this week. We'll challenge them and play on Friday night. And again, it's gonna be another fun game. I think every Friday we've looked at it, and these are games that have huge implications, playoff-wise, district-wise, and we're excited playing them. And as a player and as a coach, you want the atmosphere like that. And this game's gonna be no different. Here at Tiger Stadium, it always gets packed. I know Lopez travels well, so it'll be a great game Friday night.
Last question, what do you think is going to be the one advantage you guys have in order to pull this thing off?
I don't necessarily say it's an advantage. I like the way we play overall. Solid football, offensively, defensively, and special teams. I feel when you have a complete team and you can take advantage at some points, we'll look at that. But I'm not. I think they're both. They're a well-coached team. Coach Starkey does a good job. It's going to be not making mistakes. That's going to be crucial. That's going to be the name. Not turning the ball over and not making those crucial penalties. That will be the difference in the game.
There you go. Coach, once again, we're going to be here Friday night. Tigersports.us will be going live. Big game. Mercedes versus Lopez. I already asked Mark for the score. He gave it to me. I want to ask you for that. But, again, Tiger Stadium, 7:30. Tickets are already on sale, right, Coach?
Tickets will go on sale tomorrow.
Tickets will go on sale tomorrow. Make sure you get them. It's going to be an electric night. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.